Hey guys, it's Natalia here. I'm here today with sort of a chit chat-ish get ready with me today. I just wanted to play around with the NARS NARSissist palette. This is very NARS orientated in regards to products. Actually, there's only very few things that aren't NARS, which just makes me think that I need to get those things from NARS just because I have an addiction. To start off with, I've already moisturised my face. I'm going to be using the NARS Oil-Free Pro Primer. This is like the pore minimizing primer. It's not like silicone-y like the Benefit one is, like the Professionals, but it just glides on your skin really nicely. I really like this. It's sort of got a, I almost want to say like lavenderish smell, which I don't particularly like, but oh, my hair. I might do a review, so like a comparison on this one and any other pore minimizing primers, just because it's just completely different texture that all the other ones in the market are, so I'll be interested to see what it's like. So the foundation I'm going to be using is going to be a mixture of these two. This is Sheer Glow and Sheer Matte. I'm almost running out of this crap. I might need to get some more. So the reason I mix these two is because I picked this one up in America by accident. I thought it was a Sheer Glow, but because it's just 2 shades darker than the darkest one we've got here in Australia, so mix it together to sort of get the perfect shade for me. Dotting that on my face. I'm probably going to be using a lot of foundation. Probably don't need this much normally, but just because the eyes are very dark, very sort of smoky and more dramatic, I do want to have like a more of a fuller coverage. So I'm just going to pull my hair back because this is just going to annoy me. And I'm just going to blend that in with my beauty blender. I'm also using these two because my skin is actually, I'm very happy with it. Oh, I just got them on my tooth. I'm very happy with how my skin is at the moment. Like, it's not very, I haven't got any breakout, like active breakouts. I've just got this little scar here and this scar here that if I want to cover, I can. I don't know if it's just a coincidence that my skin has completely cleared up since I've been using the Glam Glow Mud Mask, the white one. Or if it's just that was going to happen anyway. I'm just going to let that soak into my skin. I'm going to come back and finish the rest of my face after I do my eyes. I'm just going to be applying this eye primer. It's the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the anti-aging one, and run it underneath my eyelids as well. So I'm going in with the NARS NARSissist palette. Now this is their newest palette. It is a limited edition one. I think it's very hard to get in Australia. I went and got mine a couple of weeks ago, and it's just a really gorgeous palette. The biggest thing that I liked, which just to me is a winner, is that the colours are sort of placed in a really nice gradient from lightest to darkest, but this is the OCD person coming out of me. I love how that is. So yeah, it doesn't have their names on the back, so I'm not too sure what the colours are going to be used, but it's basically I'm going to be using these 3 shades right here, this one, and this one. I know this one is Fez because I've got a full size one of this one, but I don't know what these other two are. I'll look it up and put it in the description bar below anyway, and I might use that one. So these 4 colours down here, so it's going to be like a very browny bronzy kind of smoky eye. So I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush. This is a MAC 224. I'm going to take this shade here. This is the lighter of the 4 shades, and just sort of put it on my crease, above my crease, just as sort of like a transition shade. The one thing that I will say about this palette is it is very sheer. Like, the pigmentation in the eyeshadows is actually a little bit disappointing. I kind of did know that going in, but it was kind of one of those things that I couldn't not get it, if you know what I mean. So I just had to get it, knowing that they are a little bit less pigmented. I also just I don't have that many NARS eyeshadows, and so I think there's only 2 shadows in here that are limited edition exclusively to this palette, and all the other ones are sort of like their best of. So I figured if I got this palette and I like the colours, then I would know that I would like to go and get that full size one at a later date once I run out of these colours. So that was my justification for it anyway. And so that sort of blended all over the above my crease. I'm just going to go in with this shade here. It is more of a mid-tone brown, actually sort of a darkish brown. Just put it on my MAC 217 and just sort of put it in the outer V there, and just sort of start blending it into the crease with my eye open. That way it's actually going to be intensifying the crease and not sort of blending it up too much. Just really want to get the brush right into the socket. So I've also been trying a new hair mask. on a complete side note, and I have absolutely fallen in love. It's one of the Toni & Guy ones. I will be doing a full review on it. But I was actually at a point a couple of weeks ago where I was almost just ready to cut all my hair off because I just couldn't find anything that worked with my hair, and it's just too frizzy and just too, especially in this humidity. But I think I have actually found the perfect hair product. So now that the crease is all sort of darkened, I'm just going to go in there with a clean blending brush and just sort of blend that out with the transition shade. If you have got a little bit too heavy handed with the darker shade, go back in with that lighter shade and just blend it out. I'm going to go in with a shader brush. This is the Sigma wide shader, the E59. I'm going to take in that shade Fez, which is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's actually one of my favourite NARS eyeshadows, like ever. I'm just going to start placing that on my lid. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is a MAC 219 brush. I'm going to take that Fez shade again. I might just use this mirror, it's closer. And run it right underneath my lower lash line. If you want to intensify that bottom lash line a little bit more, I'm just going to take a small angle brush. I'm going to take this darker shade, this darkest brown shade here, the very top corner. And just with a pencil brush, just run that right underneath my lash line, just in the outer quarter. I'm not going to take it all the way in though. I'm then going to put this eye pencil in my waterline. This is the NARS Larger Than Life Long Wearing Eyeliner in Via up here. And it is this really gorgeous bronze shade. I'm going to go back in with the 217 brush. I'm just going to take this the second darker shade here. And I'm just going to put a little bit more of that darker intensity into the outer corner. I just lost a little bit when I was putting the Fez on the eyelid. And for eyeliner, I'm just going to use the Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to do a really, really thin line. I'm not going to go too crazy because I want it to be more sort of daytime appropriate. So I'm just going to do a really, really thin line. Alright, I can't talk while I'm concentrating on eyeliner. That's my one time I can't talk. For my brow bone highlight, I'm going to use this cream shade here. It's also a matte shade. I am in between eyebrow waxes. I'm just trying to grow out. I need to really fix the shape of this one, and so I'm getting booked in for another wax next week. But in the meantime, I've got a few stray hairs going a bit crazy, and I don't want to bring too much attention to that. And if you put shimmer on your eyelid, on your brow bone, you will draw attention to it. So I'm just going to use a matte cream shade as the highlight. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes and put on some mascara. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara because I just love it, and I can't stop using it. After this one runs out, I will be using trying a new drugstore mascara. So I've also got a couple of first impression mascara videos as well if you're interested in that. I've got the Butterfly, that one from L'Oreal, and I've also got the this Ico Lash Wardrobe mascara wardrobe. I got it from Sephora when I was in America, and I haven't actually used it, and I thought I'd do a first impressions on those three mascaras, so keep an eye out for that. I'm sorry, I love this mascara. I cannot get over how much I love this mascara. Too Faced ever discontinue this, I think I'm going to go out and have to buy like 20 of them just so I will always have some. Too Faced don't ever discontinue this mascara. This is the best mascara in the world. And for my bottom lash mascara, I'm just going to use this Jordana one. I don't know why, I like this really small brush for my bottom lashes, so... Okay, so now I'm going to go on and finish the rest of my face. I'm going to conceal under my eyes now using the MAC ProLongwear Concealer. This is in NW30. This is a little bit too light for me, just sort of gives that highlighted effect under my eyes. Might seem like a lot, but I feel like I've got a lot of bags under there. So let's really get in there with the Beauty Blender and just start blending that out. And just because I did put mascara on my bottom lashes, which I probably shouldn't have done before my my concealer, I'm just going to go with this brush. This is a soft blend conceal brush from Sigma, and just get right up there underneath my eyes. I'm going to set my face with my MAC Neuralite Skin Finish Natural. This is in medium dark. I'm just going to just pat that over my foundation. It's going to set it in place. I'm going to just fill in my eyebrows using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in brunette. My eyebrows don't need all that much filling in, but I just like to add a little bit of definition. So even though I don't really do all that much, you can still see a big difference between the brows. So this is the brow I'm kind of trying to angle out a bit because she made it too round. So I'm just going to extend that angle just up here a bit and just start bringing it down there. So I'm just trying to change the shape of my brow there. Okay, so for the rest of my face I'm going to contour using my NARS Casino Bronzer and the Real Techniques contour brush. I just want to contour under my cheeks. I've heard the NARS Eyeshadow brush is being released again. I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. But I think if it is true and it comes out, I have to get one. To ensure. Don't forget behind your ears as well. If you ever have a chance to pull your hair back, make sure you've contoured behind your ears, otherwise you're going to have a really, really pale behind your ear area. Don't know what that part's actually called. I'm going to take a small blending brush. I'm just going to contour down the side of my nose a bit. Really lightly. For blush, I'm going to use NARS Torrid blush, which is just absolutely gorgeous. I love this for my skin tone. And I'm going to use a Ray Morris number 1 brush. No, sorry, a Ray Morris number 22 Pro Powder blush. And I'm just going to get that in there. And just start putting it on the apples of my cheeks and just blending it back a bit. This blush is slightly shimmery, so I don't need to go too heavy on the highlighter at the end of this, but I am still going to add some. And for a highlighter, because I haven't got a NARS highlighter, I'm going to be using this one from the Smashbox Masterclass Palette 2. This is in the shade Shimmer. I'm going to go with a big powder brush and just dust that just on top of my cheekbones. Not a powder brush, a big fan brush. This is a furless brush. I don't actually like this brush all that much. Wow, way too much. It's just, it's so big. And then for my lips, I'm going to be using a NARS lip pencil. I got this one at the Christmas. This is one of the, I think it was from the Guy Bourdin collection. It was like the limited edition set thing. And I don't even think I've even used this. I haven't used it, I haven't looked at it. It's just been sitting there. So I don't know which one I'm going to use. Do I want a gloss pencil? Or do I want a matte pencil? I might go the gloss actually. New Lover Velvet Gloss Lip Pencil. Let's give this one a go. Yeah, I've never actually looked in this bag before, so I'm kind of... no, I might go this shade here, which is Double Tree Beta. That's too boring. I might go this shade, which is Sex Machine. It's a light pink. Let's see how it looks. I kind of expected it to have a little bit more pigment than that, but it doesn't, so yeah, don't know. That one was Sex Machine. I wonder what other colours there are. There's kind of like this fuchsia-y kind of colour, which is Never Say Never. I might put that on top. So yeah, that's a bit better. I'll prefer that one. And so that completes the look. I hope you enjoyed that. As I said, it's just like a really sort of nice bronzy, everyday go-to kind of smoky eye. I really like it. If you do want me to see me do a review on this palette, let me know. I wasn't going to because it is limited edition. I'm not too sure how easy it is to get anymore. But if you would like me to do swatches and review, let me know so I can do that for you. But if you have any video requests, anything like that, please leave it in the comment bar below. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.